If you've ever wanted to know how the appraisal system and the CP works in Pokemon Go, this is the video for you. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's Dusty, one half of Radiant Gaming, and if you have played Pokemon Go for any length of time, odds are you have seen the CP above your Pokemon, right? You've also noticed the appraisal button whenever you click on the menu at the bottom right of a specific Pokemon and click Appraise. But what you may not know is how in-depth these two things actually can go. I actually made a video a while back titled A Beginner's Guide to Pokemon Go in 2022, and I'll link it right here if you would like to check that out. And in that video, I explained that all you need to really know at that moment is that a 3-star high CP Pokemon is good. But in this video, we're going to take that a little more in depth. Let's go ahead and talk about the appraisal button that you click whenever you go on your Pokemon and click on the menu button. You click the appraise button and then your team leader pops up. At first, they'll talk about the size of your Pokemon, and in reality, this really doesn't matter that much, unless you're trying to get the badge to catch so many small or so many large Pokemon. But when you click on the screen again, your leader will actually rate that specific Pokemon from 0 to 3 stars, and you'll see some more information, and we're going to go over that. Under the stars, you will see attack, defense, and HP or stamina. In this video, know that HP and stamina are synonymous. These stats are called IVs or individual values. And know that this is specific for this specific Pokemon. And if you look really close in each section labeled attack, defense, and HP, there is actually sectioned out with 3 different areas. Each area is worth 5 points for a grand total of 15 total points. So let's say all of these stats are completely maxed out to the end. That would be 15 attack, 15 defense, and 15 HP, resulting in a 15, 15, 15 Pokemon. In that same light, if nothing is filled in on a specific section, then it is 0 points. All of these 3 rows combined is how your team leader determines the star rating for that Pokemon. These stars are actually based off of percentages. We add together all the attack, defense, and HP stats for each Pokemon and divide it by what a perfect Pokemon would be, which will be 15 plus 15 plus 15 is 45. So let's take a look at my Tyranitar here for an example. We see that on my Tyranitar, the attack is 14, the defense is also 14, and then the HP is actually 13 for a grand total of 41. 41 divided by 45, aka the perfect score, is 91.1%. So this specific Tyranitar is a 91% Tyranitar or a 3-star Tyranitar. The way the stars are determined, like I said, is by percentages. 0% is any Pokemon below 50%. 1 star is 51% to 63.4%. 2 stars is 66.7% to 80%. And then 3 stars is 82.2 to 98%. And then all 3 lines filled in with a red background, 3 stars, is a 100% Pokemon. And like I said, this is all specific to each specific Pokemon. It will be actually rare to have 2 identical Pokemon, like 2 Tyranitars, that have the same IVs. What's cool too is that Pokemon Go actually has the ability for you to cycle through and look at how many stars your Pokemon actually are. Just go to your Pokemon section, click the search bar, and then if you scroll down, you'll see it's filtered by 0, 1, or 2 stars, and then filtered by 3 and 4 stars. All that 4-star means is that it is a perfect Pokemon, otherwise known as 100%. Another important thing to note is that each specific Pokemon species actually has base stats. So like Tyranitar has base stats, Mewtwo has base stats, Slacking has base stats. This is synonymous for every single Pokemon of that species. And it's really simple to Google these. All you have to do is type in the name of your Pokemon, base stats, Pokemon Go. It's not that hard to figure out the base stats of whichever Pokemon species you are looking for. For example, we're going to use Tyranitar as an example again. Every Tyranitar's base attack stat is 251. Every Tyranitar's base defense stat is 207. And every Tyranitar's base stamina is 225. Without getting too complicated, just know that the IVs of your specific Pokemon actually helps out the base stats of that Pokemon. Just like how this Tyranitar we've been looking at's attack IV is actually 14, that actually helps out the base stat attack of the Tyranitar species. This is how it's possible to have a good and a bad Pokemon of the same species. I could have a Tyranitar that is phenomenal, but I could also have a Tyranitar that is not good at all, or say it's like a 0%, then we know it's not very good at all. But for this specific Tyranitar, since the attack stat is 14, it is relatively good in the attack area in the grand scheme of things. And the reason these base stats even matter is because this Tyranitar's base attack stat is 251. If you compare that to something like a Wurmple that has a base attack stat of 75, it doesn't matter how good the IVs of that Wurmple are, the base stats of the Tyranitar are far better. Now, in my beginner's guide, I also mentioned to all also look at the CP of each Pokemon. And we're going to just dive more into what the CP or the combat power means. In short, CP or combat power is basically the determination of how strong your Pokemon is. Kind of. And we say kind of because we obviously just went over base stats and IVs. You'll notice that whenever you look at a specific Pokemon, there is a half circle with a dot. This dot actually indicates the level of your Pokemon. Know this, the higher your trainer level is, the higher you can raise your Pokemon's level. If you are under level 40, the cap is actually level 40 for your Pokemon. Obviously, all the way to the left is level 1, and then all the way to the right is level 40. And then obviously your Pokemon is not actually stuck at this CP level because you can actually upgrade it by powering it up with Stardust and Candy. And the reason you do this is because if your IVs are perfect for your Tyranitar, so you have a 15, 15, 15 Tyranitar, and it is a level 1, then it's still not very strong. The more you level it up, the stronger it will get. Once you get to trainer level 40 and above, it is actually a lot harder to power up these Pokemon because instead of just using Candy, you have to use XL Candy, and it also requires a lot more Stardust. Know this about CP as well. The better the IVs for your specific Pokemon, odds are the CP should be able to be higher as well. There is actually a ton of mathematical equations to determine what specific level your Pokemon is before it reaches the max level and how it determines the CP of your Pokemon. And if you're interested in that at all, I will link the link in the description for you guys to check out. I don't want to go through that and blow your all's minds in this video, but it is in the description if you'd like to check it out. So all of that to say this, generally, the higher the CP, the better the IVs, the closest to 15, 15, 15, or 100% perfect Pokemon you can get, and the higher the base stats of a Pokemon species, the better the Pokemon that you have. The reason I say generally is because if you look into PvP stuff, the IVs of your Pokemon actually is more in depth and a lot crazier than what we just went over. But generally, this is a rule I'll follow. Better base stats, better IVs, and high CP is what I generally go for to use better Pokemon, especially whenever I'm fighting raids and stuff. I hope that helped you guys out a ton. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comment section. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button. Also subscribe and turn the bells on so you don't miss a video. Be sure to check out my other Pokemon Go videos about how to level up fast and a beginner's guide to Pokemon Go directly after this one. Everyone have an awesome day and God bless.